Hello, welcome to my channel. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment down below. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this lovely velvet baby blanket. I will be using a J 6mm crochet hook. You will need a tapestry needle, two different colors of this Bernat baby velvet yarn. Let's see here, there is 492 yards per skein. You do want to have a main color and a secondary color, or you can do it one solid color, however you choose, but you will need a minimum of 2 skeins of yarn. So let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. With our main color of yarn, you do want to start off with a slip knot and chain 90 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So go ahead and make 90 chains and meet me back here. Okay, so here I have gone ahead and made 90 chains. Now what we want to do is simply make half double crochets back along. So skipping the first stitch and the second stitch into the third stitch, we yarned over, we're going to go over, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, go into the next loop, go in, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, go into the next, you have 3, yarn over, pull through all 3. So this is the half double crochet. So you want to go ahead and continue to do this across all of your remaining chains back down to the other side. Go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back here for row 2. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you have completed your first row. Now for round 2 and for the remaining rows, we will chain up 2 and turn our work. So what we want to do is work into the back loops only. So we are not going to work into this first stitch here, and it's kind of hard to see the stitches, and here's the second. So if we were to just go through, we would have 2 loops above. But what we want to do is go into the back loop only, so it still has this little bump. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And we are going to continue to do that. So we're kind of going in the middle of the top and working only through the back loop. And what this is going to do is this is going to give us the little bit of ridge here that we see to the blanket, working through the back loop only. So we want to do this for a total of 60 rows. So we are working on round 2 right now. So we are just going to work a half double crochet into the back loop only of every single row. Remember, we don't work directly into the first stitch, but we will be working into the next stitch. Go ahead and work all the way into the back loop. As you see, we're starting to get that ridge. For round 2, I will meet you for row 3 and show you where the last stitch is to make sure that you are getting that, because we will be working into the chain 2 of the previous row for the final stitch. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like when we are getting to the end of the row. And as you see, it looks like we have done our last stitch, but we want to work into, there's a chain of 2 right here, so just into that last chain is where we want to make sure that we are doing our last stitch. Okay, so we're going to chain up 2, and now remember, so when I say we're working to the chain 2, and we want to make sure that we are getting into that stitch. So go ahead, turn your work, not into the first stitch, but into the second stitch is where we're going to work our back loop half double crochet. So go ahead and continue to do this for the next 60 rows, and I will meet you back here, and we will go ahead and work the border. Okay guys, so it is a nice size after you work your 60 rows. So now what we are going to do when we get to the end of this, working your 60 rows, if you want this larger, you just work more rows. If you want it to be smaller, then you just work less rows. So for the border, Remember, I told you guys that as you come up to the end, what looks like your last stitch is not, and we are working into the chain 2 space right here. Again, it can be difficult sometimes to find that loop, if you see that right there, the loop at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and finish my last half double crochet right there. So now we are going to be working around the borders of this. And with the same color that you have, we are going to be working a single crochet into every stitch for every row around. So here in the corner, we're going to go ahead and work 1 and 2, because we're going to always work 3 in the corner. So when we come back around, we will work 1 more single crochet in this corner. So let's go ahead, I'll show you how to work down the side. Okay, so as you see, we were working our rows up, so now we're going to be working along the side. So here's where I did the 2 single crochets, and as you see, here's a row. So I'm just going to put my hook in there and work a single crochet. Sorry for the children in the background. And then just go ahead and continue to work 1 single crochet into each row all the way down. And then when you get down to this corner down here into the last stitch, you'll just work 3 single crochets into 1 stitch, and then you'll continue to work 1 single crochet into every stitch all the way around until you get back to the beginning here. If you would like, you can go ahead and put a stitch marker so you know where you started. Go ahead and do that. I'll meet you back here and we will work the border. Okay, so now I have done a single crochet around the entire outside, and into that first stitch we want to make a slip stitch. We can slip stitch into the next one as well, and then we're going to go ahead and tie off. So chain up 1, grab your scissors, leave quite a bit of a tail for sewing in, and go ahead and pull that tight. So now what we want to do is change colors. So go ahead and grab your second color, and we're going to go ahead and work the bumps along the border. Okay, so to do the border, you want to just go ahead and make a slip stitch, and I like to start in one of the corners. Just anywhere is fine. I'm going to go ahead and just start right here. And I'm going to add that slip stitch and pull it through. And now I'm going to slip stitch again and pull through the loop on my hook just to secure it. So now we are secured. Now into the next stitch we are going to slip stitch. Okay. And now what we want to do is chain up 3. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And now into our third stitch right here, we're going to work a cluster of 5 double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, go into that third chain, and pull up a loop. Okay, so you have your 3. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. Now yarn over, go into that same stitch and draw up a loop. Now we have 4 loops. Yarn over and go through 2. Now we have 3. Now we're going to do this. We have 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to go in for a 4th time. Yarn over, go in for a 5th. So we've worked 5 half double crochets. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops left on your hook. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. Now not into that same stitch, but into the next stitch, we're going to make a slip stitch. And so we're going to do a total of 4 slip stitches. So there's 1, 2, to the next stitch, we're going to do 3, and into the next stitch, there is 4. Okay, so now we want to do the same thing. We're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, go into there, into the third stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, there's 1, 2, here's 3,
4, and 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you should have 6 loops on your hook, not 5. Yarn over and go through all 6. Into the next space, we're going to slip stitch 1, slip stitch 2, into the third space, 3, into the fourth, 4. So now we will chain up 3 and do that again. So 1, 2, and 3. Into that first stitch, we're going to go in, pull through 2. So we're only working half of our double crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to yarn over and go through all 6 of those loops, slip stitch into the next 4, chain up 3, and do that again. So we're going to continue to do that. When you get to the corners, usually just a couple stitches before, I just like to start slip stitching all the way around the corner, and then I'll start back up again with my bobbles. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like after you have done it all the way around the edges. So this is with the green blanket that I had done. I still have to go through and weave in these ends, but just in the corners, I went ahead and I just slip stitched all the way across and then picked back up where I left off on this one. I did one right before the corner. So you just go ahead and work that pattern all the way around and then make sure to sew in your ends. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Please make sure to give this a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I also have my email in the description box down below as well. If you would like to send me an email with your picture of your finished blanket, I would love to see it. Thank you so much, you guys, and I will see you later on for another great tutorial.